Jones. I am currently a high school visual arts and photography teacher at West Charlotte High School. This is my 4th year here. I have been in CMS for a total of 8 years, 7 years. And I would like to talk to you a little bit about my topic, which would be for teachers to maximize their summers using grant funds that are available to us. It was a few years ago when I received my first travel grant from the World Affairs Association through UNCC Charlotte. From that money, I spent almost 2 months in Peru, where I studied natural dyes, weaving. I was actually interning or volunteering at their textile museum. And it was kind of a trade-off because from there I taught a couple of digital photography workshops to weavers within their different communities. They work with 10 different communities. And they really needed a need for better photos. And they needed someone to photograph textiles in their permanent collections. So I did that. The trade-off was I got to visit all the different communities. I was a part of this massive natural dye workshop, literally on top of a mountain, and that was absolutely amazing. Everything was covered under the grant, as far as travel, vaccinations, and once I exceeded the amount of money that the grant was for, which was $2,500, then I would have to pay whatever the difference was. And also, based on my time in Peru, I actually became a first-time published photographer. There was a book that a company put out based on textiles in Peru. And because I was there and photographing all of their textiles in their permanent collection, they used a lot of my photos in the book. So that was really exciting and unexpected. I really wasn't expecting that. So after Peru, I thought, hey, maybe this is the thing. Maybe there are a lot of opportunities for teachers to kind of supplement our incomes, because we know all about the debate on teacher pay. And the following summer, I was able to go to Ghana, where I took batiking classes. I learned about kente weaving from actual kente weavers. And that was great because when I got back to school, I incorporated everything that I learned from the summer. So we went to a weaving project, but the weaving project was different from my last weaving project because that one was based on Peruvian textiles. So this time we based it on textiles from Ghana and kente and patterns and all that kind of stuff. So that was really nice. And we also do batiking, which is done differently in different countries. So next summer, I am applying for a grant to go to Bali, Vietnam, and Laos, where I'll be doing natural indigo workshop in Bali and batiking workshop in Bali, and also do a couple other textile related things in Vietnam. And I am really expecting those techniques to be different from what I learned in Ghana, and also what I learned in Peru, because accessibility is important. A lot of these countries use natural resources, so whatever is available to them. For instance, indigo doesn't grow everywhere, at least not natural indigo, so it will be interesting to see the process from this 10-day intensive on indigo and how I can bring in natural dyes to my visual arts and my crafts classes. So in short, there are a lot of opportunities out there that I would love to share with teachers. When I was in Ghana, I met a professor from a college in Michigan, and she actually said to me, I met with her and her students the next day, undergrad students in education. she said, I really wish teachers would do more of this and knew more about these opportunities, because we could be out here learning, just increasing our real world knowledge for our students. And that depends on what you're teaching. It might be a little more difficult for math unless you talk about the pyramids, or more ancient ways of measuring possibly. Could be a little more easier for Spanish if someone goes to a Spanish-speaking country that they've never been to, and just really immerse themselves in the culture, the food, and how they interact with one another. So yeah, for this coming one, I'm applying for an Educators Abroad grant. This one is $5,000, and yeah, I'm gonna do Bali, Vietnam, Laos, and I would also love to take an art workshop at Penland School in the mountains of North Carolina, but I'm not sure if the funds will be enough to do both. So I might just look for something local to do that. I have gotten grants from the Arts and Science Council here in Charlotte to do different local workshops, or within the state rather. So that could also be an opportunity for me. But I would love, love, love to talk to teachers about the excitement of traveling for free, controlling what you want to learn, what your interests are. That would be amazing. So thank you so much for listening. Talk to you later.